Hello everybody and welcome to another Transformers knockoff review. Firstly, I'd like to apologise for that hum in the background. We've got the air conditioning on today and it's quite close to the review station. But I'm going to try and edit most of that out in post-production. Now, you might be thinking, Ben, you have reviewed this guy before. This is, of course, Fleet Commander Hurricane. Yes, I have, but I've managed to secure some of his tangier versions, the MH-01C. All intents and purposes, the box is exactly the same as you would expect. A very close resemblance to the Fans Toys version of Cyclonus. Funny that, isn't it? But of course, this is somewhat different. Boom! And there he is, the shattered glass, or Generation 2, depending on what you want to use him for, take on Cyclonus. And my goodness me, doesn't he look sensational? Absolutely gorgeous tango flavored figure. I love these vibrant colors, and of course he comes with his little shattered glass coloration of Nightstick as well. Now, props have to go to Fans Toys for the initial kind of engineering for this. Props go back to Hasbro, the initial design of the character, but done in this kind of Rodimus-esque color scheme. It looks absolutely sensational. I love it. Oh, something about it, isn't it? It just absolutely gorgeous looking figure. Now, some have questioned the coloration on this. It's very reminiscent of what we got with the Transformers Collectors Club version. I think that was back in 2010. And again, this kind of color scheme was mirrored in the comics as well. But you could argue that the kind of official release, that kind of Collector's Club version, did have a much kind of deeper red as opposed to the orange. They've opted for a very kind of tango-esque, very fruity, zesty orange coloration on this guy. And the Collector's Club was definitely kind of sporting that red deco. But he did kind of come across very orangey in the comics. And then you look at a lot of the fans' artwork done by, for example, like Dan the Art Guy on DeviantArt. That is a very orange version of this character. And I can't help but feel they've kind of based this kind of likeness and this look on that version. Now, really, I could have opted for the kind of white back insignia. That would have probably sat slightly better on this chest, but instead I went for the shattered glass red insignia. I gave one to him and one to Nightstick. But it looks good either way, I think. Now, getting a little bit more up close and personal, you can see just how amazing that sculpt looks. And this is all painted. Die-cast. I could probably give a little wipe over the excess ridge of where the sticker went on there. But that looks absolutely sensational. Really solid, robust figure. The hands grip incredibly well. Probably more so on this guy than his first release. I think they've actually improved it slightly. And of course I've given a little sticker as well, although his hasn't gone on quite as well. Again, nice, solid, chunky, tangy looking bots. Now, of course, we do get all of those additional accessories that we got with his purple version. We get swords, both the long and short blade. We get those samurai-esque hip skirts. Again, everything is done in these tangy flavorings. And we get the shouty face. And of course we get the samurai head. One with the broken horn. And then we get one with both horns still. So can't say I'm going to use those for the shattered glass version. But it's nice that they've included everything anyway, just done in this much more fruity flavour. Just look at the hands. Even the hands are done better than what Fans Toys gave us. Always easier though, isn't it, to improve on somebody else's work. Here he is alongside his standard kind of metallic version. Obviously sporting the additional weaponry, but other than like the chin strap, you know, these are very kind of different variations, aren't they? I'm still not sure whether I should have given him a G2 logo. As much as I love the idea of the shattered glass, I love G2. I love that kind of vibrant neon color scheme. I'm actually trying to get a hold of kind of the Eco Warrior Joes and stuff from the 1990s as well, because they are that G2 garishness that I absolutely adore. But this is nice. This is a really good, solid piece. Transformation is exactly the same. I won't talk you through it step by step. There's plenty of tutorials out there, including my own, which will be linked up here. Sublime. And before we get them transformed up, just a quick scale comparison for those of you who are curious about the mold that haven't actually seen this mold before. He scales remarkably well with the MP figures. I absolutely love how he looks alongside those triple changes. And here we have him fully transformed up. Didn't go as perfectly smooth as my first version. My screw here has actually come out. It's almost like the screw isn't long enough to actually reach this point here, so it's not been put in quite far enough, so I can just replace that with the screw. It doesn't seem to be any damage to the joint at all. It's just almost like the screw is just too short, which is interesting. But other than that, these are still a nightmare to get in. You have to kind of do them loose, pop those in. But that is a very vibrant take on Cyclonus, isn't it? This is slightly different shade. Does kind of paint up slightly differently there. You've got various different kind of forms of orange, I guess, on there. But there we have him. And we have our shattered glass Cyclonus all done up. Cockpit, lifts up, back down. I can never remember how these are officially meant to go. Is it something like that? I don't know. I don't care. I'm never going to form him, display him in his target master form. Just have it nice and tidy like that. But yeah, that is Cyclonus. It's a big, chunky, beautiful piece of orange machinery. Be wary of this screw. I don't really know why mine is so short. It's not even like it's just sheared off or anything like that. It's just short. So these don't quite tab in as nicely as I would like. To really kind of force them in. All in all, a very good take on Shattered Glass Cyclonus, and to be honest, I don't think we're going to get a Fans Toys version of this anytime soon. So I'm kind of glad I got it when I did. Apparently these are limited to 500 pieces. And I still have 3 for sale if you are based in the UK. I've already hooked a couple of friends up and I've got a couple left over. So let me know in the comment section or just hit me up over on Facebook and I'm sure we can sort something out. But until next time, myself and the rest of the Collectibles household, thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye.